let's see. We are live on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. I am your host, Sophia. We have our other host.
Oh, I got called another host.
Hey, instead of a co-host, me being the host and you being the co-host,
Yeah, I got
you're just the
upgraded.
other host,
Maybe one of these days they'll even use my name.
which is
Does it matter?
Yes.
Does it matter?
it matters to me that you say your name so that I don't have to.
Should have go with Adam this week, and we'll see what I come up with next time.
Our co-host that starts with an A. Maybe it's Adam, but I don't think so. Anyway, that CM guy. He's over there. Oh no, I hear your keyboard ASMR now.
Oh no! I noticed that my levels are a bit high. If you want to take me down a bit, I know I'm hitting the red. It looks like.
Uh-oh. Okay, let's see. Talk.
Oh
Say
no!
something.
Yeah, that looks better. Now I'm in the yellow. There we go. That's where I want to be.
All right. Saying hi to people in chat. Hi. They said hi. I'm here. Hi. We're
Oh,
here
good.
too. Today we're playing Open Sorcery, which is a Twine-based game made by developer A. Korfman. That's what it says on Kongregate. It says A. Korfman.
Which
So,
Corfman?
It's
Definitely have never heard that joke. Having a name that starts with A.
A.
Hey! Anyway.
Yay! Do you want to show us? Oh, wait. First off, if you're watching this, go
Oh,
get in
yeah.
the YouTube chat. Get in the chat. Do you know why?
Why,
Because
Sophie?
you remember not my name. Because you get.
Yeah, you're the host. You are the main attraction, apparently, so of course I do.
Get in the YouTube chat. You get to be entered to win free creds.
What if I'm in the LinkedIn chat?
Like, I'll see your comments and I might even chat with you back, but the only way that you get 100 free creds is if you go chat with us on YouTube.
What if I send you an email?
How did you get my email?
That-
Wait, do you mean you
don't-
personally?
Whoa, that's not good customer support there. Don't answer my question with a question.
I only answer questions with questions.
Do you?
I don't know. What do you think?
Oh, you think you're clever, don't you? This is going to be the rest of the stream, isn't it?
Isn't it? Oh god. Okay. Anyway. What are we doing? Do you want to show us the game that we're
Well, I was going to say, do we
playing
want to talk about any fun events that are going on around Kongregate as well? Because I know there's at least one if people
Look,
were to go to our Discord.
There's at least 1.5. But
Trying to figure out the half. Well, one
Is
event
that
that is currently
Canyon?
Oh, true.
see, we
What-
know it's coming. It's just not happening right now.
Right. Well, one thing that is going on right now is if you have not played Death by Chocolatier yet, you really should. It's a lot of fun. That game includes a level designer. Your account can upload one level, and then we can go through the list, find your username, and play your level. We're doing something in our Discord right now. If you go to DBC user levels, and you submit your level, it's a forum channel. Just make a new post. You can upload with a screenshot if you want. Say what your username is, so we can find you in that list. And we're gonna play your game, your level, and the ones that we find to be the most particularly frustrating, we're gonna give to Francisco and have him make a video with them. So if you want to troll Francisco, oh boy, do you have an opportunity.
So what you're saying is my level that I create doesn't have to be good, it just has to be hard.
It just has to be. Doesn't have to be hard.
I mean,
it just
it has to be finishable because the
Yes.
thing about like the level creator on Death by Chocolatier is you have to actually be able to finish your own level before it becomes a level that other people can play because otherwise that's just not fair. If you
Yeah.
can't even finish your own level that you created, which
I
is
like
why
that
you
as a
won't see
feature.
a level of mine quite yet, because I tried making one and it was so difficult.
I gotta say, it is hard. Okay, it's really difficult to make a level. That is not a comment on the level editor. I feel like our developers did a wonderful job there.
Yeah,
It's just
and
that.
they made some really good levels.
Oh yeah, but it's just starting with that blank slate, right? Like,
Yeah.
I didn't realize, but I've never made a puzzle before. When you make a puzzle starting with that blank slate, it's really hard. It took me a while. I'm gonna say I probably spent like 90 minutes on mine. But like once you like just like, okay, I want to do this thing, and I'm like, okay, now I want this thing to happen, and now I want to do this. Now suddenly you have a level, and it can be a lot of fun. So join us in Discord, share your level with us, play other people's levels, annoy Francisco, and get one of our first vanity plates on Discord, which are a unique combination of username color and icon that are tied to community events that anyone can receive in the world.
I was wondering about that. Can you have more than one vanity plate?
Yes, actually. So they're a really cool system. We're just trying this out. There's a channel in our Discord called Vanity Plates, and each one is like a toggle. Do you want this on or do you want this off? And so as long as you got the participation prize or the event prize that is a role on our Discord, you can interact with that panel, and at any point you can toggle whichever one of those plates you want on or off. So you can try to collect them all. You can, you leave your default name to be like, hey guys, look at this cool thing I have, and just run in real quick and change it. Just meant to be like a fun cosmetic thing that you can flex.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Now I'm
try to
gonna
have
try
fun.
to get my level on there.
Yeah. There's been some creative ones. A DHA, who is a frequent guest in our live streams, definitely has the hardest one.
Hello, Abigail.
Hey!
I'm sorry
have-
I'm late. I had a minor emergency in my house.
All good. It happens.
We're just glad to have you at all. Thanks for coming around.
Thank you for
Yes.
having me.
Would you like to introduce yourself to our live streamers?
Oh,
Our live
certainly.
streamers, our live stream guests. We're the live streamers.
That's true. My name's Abigail Korfman. I'm a solitary developer. I am the head of Open Sorcery Games. I specialize in text-based video games. I've presented at Indiecade and PAX. My flagship product, I suppose, is Open Sorcery. It has 2 sequels, Open Sorcery Jingle Bells and Open Sorcery C++. And I currently work to pay the bills for Gameloft, writing for, you might have heard of it, Dreamlight Valley. I write for
Oh, yeah.
Disney characters.
That's really cool.
I also like that I now know there's a Christmas version of this.
Yes, there it is.
Yeah, it's just a requirement. You have your original, your sequel, and then the special.
Precisely.
True. Like, what's that one? Okay, you're gonna make fun of me for my mind.
Oh, I can't wait.
Here immediately. I know. But I was like, there's Shrek 2, Shrek the Third, and there's the Shrek Christmas special.
Yes, franchises do seem to spawn Christmas specials, don't they?
There's the Star Wars Christmas special, which is a treat.
Yeah.
When you say
So,
that, I think of the Lego one.
Well,
oh,
was there a Lego Christmas? I mean,
A
Lego
Lego
Star
Star
Wars
Wars Christmas special.
there's a Lego Star Wars Christmas special. Guys, we're not playing.
Movie night?
Sorry, Abigail. I really like your game and everything. Maybe next time we can play it. This is now a stream dedicated to the Star Wars Christmas Lego. Okay, I'll get it right eventually.
Lego Christmas special.
Yeah, there we go. That one.
Star Wars Christmas is just a thing, but the Lego special, that's where it's at.
By the way, Abigail, we frequently get massively off topic, so.
Honestly, it sounds delightful. And if you get off topic on such topics as the Lego Christmas special, I will gladly follow you.
Perfect. So let's see. Oh yeah, right. Do you want to open the game?
Yeah, I was waiting to see if this is our time to do that or not. Let's get the screen shared here.
Let's show it, and just as a reminder to people, Later, we'll show you some of the artwork from Who's That Companion from last week. So
Yeah.
very exciting.
And so this is something that we kind of wanted to bring up on stream because this is one of our first games with this premium pay option. We haven't really done a lot of this. Creds mostly have been used so far for like in-app purchases. I'm trying something different here. We have a demo version that you can play. I played like a little bit of it before I found out it was this week's live stream, in which case, I'm like, okay, well now I need to save it for the stream. But if you like the demo for $4 or 40 creds, which is like less than you can win by just watching this stream, you can just buy it and own it.
When we presented at PAX, we said that for less than a cup of coffee will cost you at this convention, you can have this game.
It's definitely not like usually how we do things on Kongregate, but I am hoping to see more of it because it's nice to have something that everyone can access, but then also have something where people can directly support the developer. And I'm just excited. And I'm excited for this game because I only found out yesterday that this is made in the Twine engine.
Oh, yes. I would have liked to adapt more to your structure, but it's for sale for this amount on Steam. So I couldn't really put it out for free here. So I was somewhat shackled by that.
Totally valid, by the way. I think it's great.
Thank you. Yes, this is made entirely in the Twine engine, which I adore, but has made it somewhat difficult to export to various other platforms. I use, there's a expandable Greenworks, which is a kit, lets me interact with the Steam AI using Node.js to make it into an executable. I did this a while ago, so the details are a little fuzzy in my mind. But yeah, it makes an HTML into an executable so you can release a Twine game like a real game. It's an absolute headache to maintain, but it's possible.
Today I learned. Yeah, I was talking to Sophia about this. I briefly touched on the Twine engine. There was a job that I had for a while where for the entire month of August, my only responsibility was to sit at a desk. I just had nothing else to do. And so every summer I would have a hobby. And one year I was getting into coding. I was getting into a lot of web coding specifically. And I ended up doing more stuff learning just HTML and JavaScript. But I was learning Twine there for a bit. And I love it as a concept. It just seems like a really cool engine to work with.
It super is. It's like, I like to think of it as illuminated text. Like I come to it at first as I have my degree in computer science, but I've always been a creative writer. And I love Twine because it lets you, it's like writing, but with an interactive element. And obviously we have visual novels, which are very much that, but Twine is that so organically because the choices are embedded directly in the text, like it's highlighted text you'll see in the game. And it makes it so organic. I just utterly fell in love with Twine when I found it, and I'm only just starting to extricate myself from that adoration and start learning Unity, which makes it easier to actually develop games, but Twine will always be my first love. So I'm so glad you've experienced it. How'd you like it?
I loved it, and I was a lot of poking around. I never got anything working. I just fell in love with the concept. Like you said, writing, having that linked, having a game be within the text as opposed to, just making the game progress, the text, driving the game forward, which is a really cool and interesting concept to me. So, like I said, I played a little bit of this. I did not realize, it just didn't click right away that this was Twine. And then when Sophia told me that, I was like, oh, that makes so much sense. And I got excited. But I haven't played it since, so I think we should maybe get started.
Let's do it.
Which is going to be a good chunk of reading, which is...
It will.
That's
I've had other Let's Players that have tried this enjoy reading the story out loud to their characters, to their viewers. Do as you will. Do as is most comfortable for you.
We like doing that too, especially when we ask Sophia to do it. So, Sophia, do you like to be Janet?
Well, here's the funny thing, is that I'm wondering if that's Janet in our chat, because earlier Janet said, Adrian testing all those limits, and I just wanted you to know that.
What did I do wrong? Oh no! That's my grand manager, y'all. I might hear about this.
So
Yeah, I think you'd make an amazing Janet. I think you'd have a very good voice.
thank you. Do I have to do my best impression of Janet? I don't even know how to do that.
I do not advise that. But you're a free person.
I am really terrible at impressions and
But you're
voices
not
in general.
terrible at
Right.
funny voices, so like just have fun with it.
I'm great at funny voices because I'm so terrible at doing good ones.
To give you context, That's Janet is a teenage girl who is still in high school, the most emotionally intelligent character in the entire series, and deeply precocious and quite sure of herself.
Well, that's me.
I think you got this one, Sophia. I think you've been going method, you didn't even realize it.
Is she ready?
Oh, we need a decker. It? Janet? Call it an it.
Why? All the alerts are in a female voice, and it looks kind of like a woman when I look at it with second sight goggles.
You know, I realized too, I should ask maybe, what kind of character is Decker?
You'll do fine. Don't worry about it. You're good.
I do not know how to take that. But I will take it great and keep going.
A woman made of fire. Ooh. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, cool, but we didn't make a girl in the code. The fact it gendered itself means it's a conscious threat.
Oh god.
We don't want to do anything to risk it becoming an AI. It's funny when it happens with porn and video games, but in a firewall, it'd be a security risk. I don't feel like for this live stream in our PG-13, you know, I'm gonna go with security risk,
Very
which
safe.
normally is not the safer option, I will say.
Different
No
kind of-
gender, no nicknames, no talking to it.
Right.
Go
Should I
ahead.
start it up?
Oh, did I skip yours? Whoops. All right, here we go.
See, that's the thing about Twine. Adrian. I remember your name.
Let me do the narration. Bell's OS Elemental Firewall Toolkit, version 5.6, terminal, HTML GUI ready. Loading the file system. Okay, entering system as root. Building tree. You can click on those red things and they will, I recommend it. It will show you more information.
Okay.
Searching for filtration rules found, initiating firewall, setting up system variables, uploading config file, starting login daemon, exercising login daemon, system up and stable, opening sorcery.
Whoa.
Okay, so like, yeah, what happens if I click? Okay, hypertext magical language. All right, I don't remember that in my my CS classes, but we'll roll with it. Tree, world tree. All right, I like this is cool. Binary evocation, listener, and signal. Okay, so you can just expand. Whoa. First, rehearse your song by rote line. To each word, a warbling note. Oh, okay. Hand in hand with fairy grace, we will sing and bless this place. It's like a little poem, little song.
That's
It's
cute.
Shakespeare.
Oh, it's the incantation. Ah. Well, I think we just. Maybe that's not something I should have just said out loud. Maybe that wasn't the right choice, but anyway, moving forward, opening
Done is
sorcery.
done.
Ooh. Oh, okay. Any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. Any sufficiently analyzed magic is indistinguishable from technology. I did get this far in the demo, and I loved this. This is some cool writing.
Thank you.
The spiritual world is like a black box program whose API is completely undocumented.
Oh.
Oh, here's our firewall thing again. Our bells. Is an elemental spirit of fire bound to C++ code built to prevent malicious spirits from gaining access to your environment through the Aethernet. Body. Wait, mine. Whoa, wait. Whoa. That seemed important. Okay.
You engaged that perfectly. That was exactly the intended experience. Thank you.
I was gonna give the compliment the other way around of like, good job at facilitating that experience. That was actually concerning. I'm online. All right, I'm online. I am fire and order. I am here to protect. Hopefully that means something good. Okay. When I explore my network, I find Zwishkel, Koret, DK's apartment, and Jets. These are the locations I must protect. Oh, actually, wait a minute. This might actually be an apartment. Decker's apartment, home of my creator. Hey, okay. So I have like 4 real-world places that I'm like watching
your
over.
Apartment.
Well, no, because now I'm Bell's.
Okay, well.
It's only my apartment when I'm Decker.
Sure.
He says, like that means it. Anyway, Koret. Okay, Cherry Orchard Rest Home, a place of rest filled with the old. Do we want to take a guess on this one? I'm gonna go with high school.
I was gonna say it's probably my high school or something.
Dwight High School, Darwin High School, a place of learning filled with children. Okay, so we got. Thanks for specifying. One's filled with children and one's filled with the old. All right, okay. I wonder why. And Janet's house.
Janet's house.
Got it. My other creator and her family. So don't worry, Janet is also safe. Janet and Decker are both safe, and so is a rest home and a high school for some reason.
Interesting.
Oh.
Who's rest home?
I might not have clicked network. Whoops. No, similar. Okay, someone's trying to get me instructions. Hey, Janet.
Welcome to Being Awake. I'm Janet. I helped make you. I'm activating your conversational API. You can use a TCP connection to interface with conscious entities. Basically, you can talk to people.
One thing I'm really liking about this is, so like, I don't know as much as I probably should about like networking and coding, but I know that a lot of these words are real words. So like, that's cool. I feel like I'm learning.
I mean, please don't take lesson. Maybe you'll learn from this and start to do magic with them, and that would be great.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, true.
I learned I've been using HTML wrong the whole time. Apparently HTML6 is gonna be lit, y'all. Like, I'm waiting for that magic. Anyway.
You don't have incantations when you do coding?
I don't even know what the first one did, so I'm still waiting for that. We'll see what happens. Anyway, continue. Oh, we're janiting.
Anyway. Do you need a systems check? Sorry.
Did I go through? Did I miss something?
Tutorial. I think you guys are savvy enough that you don't have to do it, but you totally can.
Okay, cool. Honestly, if we had a tutorial, and if you haven't seen our previous streams, I probably would accidentally miss a third of it. So let's just try skipping it. We'll scan each location for threats. If I detect the presence of a threat, I will identify it, attempt to eliminate it, alert my creators if I cannot eliminate it. It is time to work. Okay. All right. This is a lot more of a user interface than I was expecting. All of a sudden. All right. Newly monitoring Darwin High School. It's the 2014, which is interesting. Okay. We'll just scan for threats. Oh. I move through this place, quick as brush fire, subtle as sunlight, leaving no sign of my passing, except for the slight warmth of my power. Okay, so we're like strong, is the vibe I'm getting. Like, oh, the stone box thrums with patterned life. It has a heartbeat. First the children are still in their mini chambers, and then they stream through the halls in mad torrents of bodies. Halls, veins. Getting a lot of body stuff. Mad torrents of bodies. Blood. Oh.
Oh.
I don't ever feel like when I click these, it's a better thing.
You learn more.
The building is living. Hmm?
Oh, I was just saying, so what's going to happen when you click on healthy?
Obviously, it's going to say, you're doing great, buddy, keep it up.
I will keep it death.
The building is a living thing, young and restless. I will keep it Healthy. All right. Apparently,
okay.
that's how we progress. All right.
You secured your first location.
Okay, cool. We did it. Just by
That's
existing,
protected.
we secured it. Continue to monitor. Okay, A is protected. All right, so we got our three other places, and we also have a control panel. And how does an elemental firewall help protect me?
Huh.
The Bell's Elemental Firewall version 5.6 is an elemental spirit of fire bound to C++ code. It can help prevent hackers or malicious spirits from gaining access to your environment body through the Ethernet. You know, I'm starting to wonder if, like, you know, is this my interpretation as the AI, as the cyber consciousness? Is like, I hear the word, what was it before? Of mine. Oh, no, never mind. We're just never mind. We're just terrifying me again is all. But yeah, like, I guess, like, if you're a program, your environment is those things, your body, your mind, and your soul. Maybe. It's so, like, awkward to throw out theories when the writer is right here.
Yeah, giving you a look.
Yeah, I know, right? I've never had this experience before. I'm so used to just throwing out oddball ideas to see what sticks. And it's just like, oh, I'm feeling judged, right?
Yes. No, you are doing the essential thing, the good work, because what you interpret is what truth is, the people who experience this, and I need to know that because I need to know what the stuff I've thrown out at you registers as. You are creating truth.
On the other hand, I am judging you.
Thanks. Thanks. I almost had a moment of positive mental health. I appreciate that, Sophia.
Keeping expectations realistic here.
Well, that is one thing I've always heard when it comes to art or writing in specific, like in general. It's like you'll hear people talk about like interpreting the work, and well, did the author actually intend that interpretation? It's like that doesn't really matter. That's how I interpreted it. So that interpretation is still valid. It's what I experienced, and so what you want to communicate and share. So
Exactly. That's why this is so precious to me, because I can write as much as I want, but if it doesn't get a message clearly across, I failed as a writer. And so far, you are catching all of my balls. So
yeah. I mean, I'll act like I did something, but I'm gonna give that more to the writing. I am just a vessel at this point.
Thank you.
Sophia, before I continue monitoring, because this is really captivating me, should we maybe do our first roll? Because it's getting
we
to the
should.
halfway point.
So, as a reminder to all y'all in the chat, if you want this game, we're giving you 100 creds. All you have to do is chat with us in the YouTube chat, and then we randomly roll to see who wins the creds. And this game takes less than half of those.
It's 40.
creds.
I was going to say, you could buy this game twice. Why? I don't know why you would, but you could do that, and you would still have some creds left over from today. So like that is how much of a value our prize is, but also this game is.
So there you go. You could get this game.
I'm just giving everyone a chance because I know there is a delay, so I'm just giving them like a minute or
that's
two to get something in the chat, whatever it is. Say hi, tell us your favorite type of sorcery. Are you like a transmutation person, an evocation kind of person? Like, what's your vibe?
What's your
if you're on
favorite text-based game?
Ooh.
Have you used Twine before? I've used Twine before.
These are much better questions than mine. Actually, mine's also good. You can tell me mine anyway.
Yours are good. Yours are good.
Just make sure that if you're like in LinkedIn, Twitter, anywhere else, that you're coming over to our YouTube and saying hi real quick if you want to be in that drawing.
Yes. Thank you.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't know why I'm counting because I realize I usually count because there's going to be a delay.
Yeah.
Anyway, Bran Stark has won again. I think Bran Stark was a winner from last week as well. So congratulations. Yeah. If you could please share your Kongregate username in chat, that'd be really helpful, even though I do believe I gave you creds last week, so I probably have that on file. But just in case, please throw that in the chat real quick, and I'll get those 100 creds sent your way. All right, back to monitoring. I'm so curious where this is going.
Yes, I am too.
Okay.
This is obviously, Again, obviously, but these are way better than any of the Twine games I came up with.
That's one thing I really wanted to give you credit here, Abigail, that I'm loving about this game, is this screen specifically is a really interesting creative use of the Twine engine. Like, you've created something that's a user interface. It feels like I'm interacting with computer programs, but it's still in Twine. It's still, you know, a text-based adventure kind of game, so...
Yeah, I tried to harken back to the DOS system, that kind of those kinds of shortened languages that you used to get, and that kind of control system, but with the usability of Twine, because one of the difficulties with DOS and old parser-based text adventure games is they were really hard to use. You had to hunt around for words, you had to pick exactly the right ones. And the wonderful thing about Twine is you always have a way forward. You just search for the highlighted text.
Yeah, I'm really liking that too. Another thing I'm liking about this is just clicking on the text and going into it, as opposed to actually having to type out DOS commands. Like, I feel like that might get in the way of the narrative experience.
And you have all the leet, hacker, good program feels with none of the difficulty.
Yeah, which is my favorite way to do anything difficult, is just to get all of the positives without any of the work. So anyway, control panel. I'm kind of curious, okay, what's in here? So we're currently viewing Bell's version 5.6 control panel, power level 70. System matter fire, great. System motive order. I did say I am fire and order, so there we go. I am tracking our relationship. Now that's interesting.
Gosh.
That is an interesting feature. I mean, that means Decker or Janet, one of the two, decided that that this needed to be added there. So Janet, you're doing quite well. Decker, I mean, I have my doubts.
I'm honestly surprised that Decker is even at 55%, just because earlier he seemed pretty antagonistic.
Okay, A, it's still my father, and so there's a base amount of respect in there. And B, I feel a little personally attacked that just because I played Decker, he was suddenly antagonistic. But, you know... Anyway, we already did the high school, right? So let's check out... You know what? We were just kind of thrown on the bus. Let's see how Decker's doing. Let's make sure his apartment's fine. Let's scan for threats.
Oh, so you really just want to protect Decker. I see how it is.
Well, yeah, obviously someone needs to, because you've already made it apparent that you won't. This is where my first creator lives. See, I'm even prioritizing this as my first creator, Janet. First creator.
Wow.
This is where my first creator lives. The room is small. There are tools and ideas everywhere. I like to imagine that you could describe my workspace as there are tools and ideas everywhere. It's really, I just have not cleaned in a bit, and there's just half-finished projects everywhere. But tools and ideas sounds so much more poetic. It is perfect order disguised as chaos. Every dusty motherboard in its place, every screwdriver, and empty crisp bag is where it should be. Okay, actually, it might be similar to my place.
I feel that. I mean, seriously, once I start cleaning up, how am I supposed to find anything? If it's not directly right in front of me, how am I supposed to remember that it exists?
All right, I'm going to take a quick detour for my recent life hack, and I stand by this. So I have that issue. I have a very visual memory. I guess I just never developed object permanence. If I put something in a cupboard and I close that cupboard door, there is a 60% chance I will forget about it forever into some weird time void. And I got frustrated because I was going through a cupboard one day and I'm like, oh my god, there's food here. There's food I had no idea that I didn't remember buying. I could have been eating this whole time. And so I decided I took half of my cupboards, just took the doors off and made them shelves. And now I could visually, I'm like, all right, this is the stuff I need to not forget. And then stuff like bags of chips, things that I'm going to eat all the time, those can go in a cupboard. So
that's really smart.
Adrian's life hack, turn some of your cupboards into shelves if you have trouble remembering things.
Yeah, that's smart.
Yeah.
I put all my chips and candy in a closed cupboard so that I forget about them.
Yeah, that's why chips can get closed right away.
Yeah.
Anyway, the more you know. Let's continue scanning. Okay, good. So it's not safe yet. My terminal is in the corner, humming. The lines of my power extend from it, a grid-like matrix of spiritual flame. The defensive rooms hum comfortingly. Oh! Okay, I thought that was going to expand into something terrifying. These are a series of protective runes carved in jasper and pyrite are placed around the room. This primitive protection circle offers rudimentary defense against mystical attack. I am a significant upgrade. Okay. Man, this is a cool world. So, like, another thing, and, like, I just feel like this is, like, Adrian complimenting Abigail the entire time. Like, I hope you're having a great time here.
I like this
But this is just a personal thing that I like in a story environment, is I love worlds that just throw you in. I don't want introduction, I don't want exposition. I love just being thrown in with the expectation that the character I'm playing already knows all this stuff, and it's my job as the audience to figure out what's going on.
And
love
I
that.
like that too.
Yeah.
So I'm really liking the fact that I'm slowly starting to be like, wait, is this like actually a magical world? I was thinking this was an analogy at first, but now I'm starting to notice that, like, we're actually using rune stones.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Home comfortably. Decker's at his desk working on something. This is his natural state. Scan complete. No threats detected. Okay. What's going to happen when I find a threat?
That's a good
Oh,
question.
goodness.
Janet, do we want to check your apartment?
And what will be considered a threat?
Ooh, that's
would
actually
the
a really
same-
good question.
And would the same thing be considered a threat if it was in my house versus in your apartment? Because he likes me more.
Well, it sounds like we are the high-tech upgrade of the low-tech solution that was the past of, well, there's, let's just assume, magical spirits that might attack you or invade your home or something, and so you got to put out these rune stones. And it sounds like we are the cool, what if we made it an AI solution? So, could possibly go wrong. We're gonna go to Janet's house.
Let's do it.
I'm just so worried that this is where we're gonna find a threat, because, you know, I don't know if you know this, I'm a big fan of Janet. Alright, scan for threats. This is where my second creator lives. It has 2 stories, a back and a front, and a space where green things grow. Googling.
We're Googling.
Grass and
it.
trees. Right.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I get it.
I like to imagine that Googling is the AI equivalent of, oh, what's that thing? What's that thing? Like, that is just, in 100 years when AIs are said it, that's gonna be what they say, is, Googling. Oh yeah, grass and trees. Anyway.
This also properly describes my living space.
Okay, so we really are leaning into our characters. Yeah.
This is fantastic.
We were Deckard and Janet all along.
Some real method acting going on here.
I'm really worried about... I'm like, because there's got to be a threat somewhere, right? Man, I'm really worried. Okay, in the
I thought you
kitchen.
were saying that you were really worried that, like, this is not actually a game and it actually is a magical spirit, and
Don't
that's why it's
Ender's
able
Game me!
to-
Don't Ender's Game me in the middle of a stream, alright?
Hey,
Now
speaking
I'm
of
gonna be...
Ender's Game-
Now I am living in a
Well,
paradise.
Responsible for Sophia's safety, so
yeah.
Oh, so it's just Sophia saying, oh, never mind then. Alright, we're fighting it. I was almost worried. Alright. Janet's mother makes her brother edible organic matter. Googling. What's the word again? Peanut butter and honey sandwich. Ooh. Okay. Alright. I'm liking it. I recently upgraded from peanut butter and jelly sandwiches to peanut butter and preserves sandwiches.
ooh,
Can't recommend it enough. You get like that thicker jelly with like chunks of real fruit in there. Significantly better sandwich.
I went peach picking recently, and I've been making a lot of peach things. Peach jam, peach cobbler, peach lemonade. It's been pretty good.
I want
Apparently
peach
you picked a
lemonade.
lot of
That sounds
peaches.
amazing.
I picked a ton of peaches. And it is amazing.
I grew up on a farm, and so I've never done any of these picking things because it just sounds too similar to my work when I was an elementary and teenager and all that. In her room upstairs, Janet is working with her cell phone and a ritual circle made of salt and rose quartz.
Ooh.
Aether around her glows faintly pink.
Oh my god, this is me!
It is you! We are these people! All is well. No thrust attack! Oh, okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Hey,
Where is it? The old folks' home?
All the spirits were nice.
It's gonna be a short game, if that's the case. Scan for threats. Scanning. Cherry Orchard Rest Home. I float through this place, moving carefully. I am a hooded lantern. My power glows like lamplight, shining gently on these delicate humans. Yeah, okay, I feel kind of squishy some days. Don't gotta rub it in. The heart of this building beats weakly. Its people trundle through the halls, leaning on crutches and wheels. It is in these vulnerable places where I am most necessary, and where I must be most careful. I do not want to burn them with power or startle them with light. I am the fire that protects. I am starting to wonder if there might be some ethical questions about combining fire and C++ coding. Like, it's starting to feel a lot less safe if we are at risk of lighting up a retirement home.
That's a very good question.
Like, maybe she's the thing that needs detecting.
Honestly, I don't even know, Abigail. That's like the most ominous thing you could say right now. No. Oh boy, I'm the fire that protects. Oh, this better be a good thing. Okay. Oh no. Okay, each of the halls are lined with doors, each room a home. 109, 121, 231, or 240. Tell us in chat which one we should go to.
Oh yeah, there you go. Tell us in chat. Which one? 109, 121, 231, 240.
We'll see if we get some in time. If not, we'll decide one. We don't want to, hold it up too much.
This is just your chance to possibly win some more creds.
Yeah. This is me not wanting to make the wrong choice, so I want to be able to blame it on chat. Oh, come on, chat. Give me one.
Any number can blame it on me.
That's my second best option. Yeah. Yeah, no, let's get the number. Number.
240. Oh wait,
240.
Oh.
Well, we'll do 231 next.
Yeah, we'll
all
do
right.
that one next.
Mrs. Best shivers, wrapped in her shawl. Got it. I don't know why I thought her name there for a hot second was Best Shivers.
I thought that too.
All right, 231 is next. Miss Finn complains on the phone that the air conditioning is on the fritz. Cold wind whips up and down the second floor corridors. All right, we got 109 next. Mrs. Heron shrieks as a gust of wind flutters her papers everywhere. And then, process of elimination, Mr. Donnie has lost his glasses. These are not normal accidents. I can feel in the ether. Something is here. All right. Not a fan. All right.
Not normal accidents. Is it because there's a gust of wind and that means?
I think the gust of wind, is like, it's not like, oh hey, we left the window open. It's like, no, we were in a room and all of a sudden it just was windy. Maybe
and
like.
Also, Miss Finn said that the air conditioning was on the fritz.
Yeah, it's like a cold. Yeah, and she's shivering, wrapped in a shawl. Like we're dealing with a cold in the. I really hope that the Mr. Donahue thing is just a red herring, and he just lost his glasses.
Because I lose my glasses all the time.
And it's usually not, when that happens to me, it's usually not mystical intervention, but...
How do you know? Are you totally sure of that?
That's a good point.
I don't know what I'm sure of anymore. This is a dangerous strain for my philosophical health. All right, here we go. Something's in the ether. What happens when something's here? Everything that exists in the ether has two parts, matter and motive. Oh, okay. I have a motive, is order, and I have a matter, which is fire. I remember those. I am fire and order.
And you
so
exist.
Maybe this is going to be like cold and something different. Matter. Of what the spirit spell is made of.
That's a good point.
Its purpose.
Air is dangerous to fire, so it makes sense that she would find that dangerous.
Humans are made of many different kinds of matter and have complex motives. Most spirits are much simpler. For example, moi. I am made of fire.
You just said this. I love how you just said this. You are so in line.
That was just such like a cool line, and that really stuck with me in my head. Just like that early on, I am fire and order is just like a statement. That is just bold. That like hangs in your memory. This is my matter. I'm here to create order. That is my motive. My motive drives me to find and eliminate this threat. All right? I am on board. I as the player, am like, all right, we got a thing to do. To locate the threat, I must scan specifically for its matter and motive. I can find clues about its matter and motive by reviewing my general scan. Scan for matter and motive, reviewed. Okay, so we'll scan. All right. So do we just want to, like, jump to air? We got some air hints.
Sure, yeah.
Motive. So motive, we got missing glasses, we got paper blown around. I was gonna say if it might be like chaos. What was the other one that was that happened? It was someone who just complained it was too chilly.
Yeah. That could be chaos.
I'm gonna say randomly making glasses disappear. I'm just making things disappear feels like chaos. We know it's not order. I am order.
And it doesn't seem to be fear either. People didn't quite seem to be scared.
That one person,
There
of them,
was one
like,
person that might have been.
but that was more of like a reaction to, I think, to like her papers and stuff, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Death. I mean, it's an old folks' home. I think everyone here is like pretty comfortable. This would be a bad spot for a death demon. Let's just put it that way. Life, love. I'm gonna go with chaos. Here we go. Initiate scan. I did it! What have I done? A poltergeist cavorts invisibly through the in the cafeteria. It slaps plates out of its hands and knocks over glasses with a gusts of wind. It giggles at the chaos it causes, and this place I must protect. What should I do? Wow. Okay.
Please don't cleanse it with fire.
Why would I not cleanse it with fire?
There's people.
Valid, actually. I did specifically say if I tried to use my power, I would probably light people on fire. Let's not cleanse it with fire.
Exactly.
My job is fire, and I am fire, and my motive is order. So I want to create an orderly situation as quickly as possible. Do I think alerting Decker and Janet will help?
I'm gonna call out a couple things people said in. I have to say it's a really different game than I imagined it to be, and you know what? This
100%.
I think a lot. Some of the people were like, "Oh, a text-based game." You know, I think sometimes that can scare people off a little bit because it's like, "Oh, there's a lot of reading, and what have we learned?" But people don't read. However, this is like, this is very different from what I also originally expected when I first like heard like, "Oh, there's a text-based game," and you know, kind of like we were saying earlier, like. It definitely puts you into the world. Like, it makes sense to be this way. So,
yeah. And I gotta say, like, this feeling of, this is different than I was expecting. Abigail, again, we're gonna compliment, like, writer is amazing, incredible, and wonderful. But, like, this is what makes Twine really cool. It's not the text base that you're thinking of, where you just get a list of prompts and you pick one. Like, it is very interactive. You're existing, like you are a part of the narrative. So this is great. Like, this just feels like what I wanted from Twine when I first learned about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the choices you make take you on different pathways. And
I appreciate these compliments, and I also appreciate how this is Adrian's way of avoiding making the significant.
I was going to get back to it. We can't cleanse it with fire as much as I would like to. Definitely a preference. Do we want to speak with it, or do we want to call mom and dad?
There was a thing earlier that was like, the first thing is I identify it, and then I try to figure it out, and if I can't, then I alert mom and dad. So let's try speaking to it first, and then maybe we'll be able to deal with it, and then if we can't deal with it... Yeah,
okay.
True.
Let's see if we can bring order to chaos. I don't think this spirit's going to get along with us, but we'll find out. All right, bells, log alert flagged, important with detected threat. Attention, detected threat. Ooh, who must be a poltergeist? There you go.
Who is this? What is this? New thing! New thing! What are you?
What should I say? Bells, I am Bells, Elemental Firewall, version 5.6. I am not important. You are a threat. Okay. Maybe this is actually an interesting one for me to do, because it's my whole job to, like, pick messaging all the time. And I gotta feel like I said, I already don't feel like we're gonna get along on, like, a motive-based thing, and so maybe we should slow roll escalating the conversation. Because I feel like it is inevitably going to escalate. I think I'm just going to politely introduce myself.
That's so tactful.
Well met by moonlight. I am Asper. I'm a princeling of clouds. I'm a child of Eris. I have no numbers in my name.
Is that relevant? What does that even mean?
Yeah, you did. You were like version.
Oh,
5
version
or something like
5.6.
that?
Oh, kind of implying like I've never been upgraded or anything. Maybe interesting. Polite request. Please leave. You are a threat. You must must remove yourself from this network. Now, I don't feel like that's. I mean, yes, that's definitely escalating a bit, and conflict is inevitable at this point. It feels like. We could go with polite, or we could just say, like, hey, let's straight to brass tacks. You can't be here. Just go anywhere else. What do you think, Sophia? Do we...
Oh, you want to blame me for when this goes
Yeah!
wrong.
Yeah!
Uh-huh.
Yep!
Sure.
That's what's happening here. I know, I want to know I'll make the choice. I just wanted to know your opinion.
I mean,
That's
it sounded like you were going to do you are a threat, but I would have chosen polite request.
Yeah, I guess that was more what it was. I was kind of on the fence, so I pushed me towards, okay, we'll stay polite, but we'll see how this goes. Oh no, I don't like where this is going already.
Oh, I could leave. I most certainly could do any number of things. But shall I? That is the great question. The eternal quest of man to conquer the uncertainty of the future. Shall I leave? Why not? To be or not to be?
I used to be we've talked about this a lot. I used to teach middle school. And so just that, I could do that. Just that attitude. Just that, even seeing it capitalized before Sophia read it, I just had like a cringe in my absolute spiritual core.
You could always go back and burn up with fire.
We're getting there. I'm not a fan of the attitude, but yeah. So let's be a bit authoritative now. Now we're like, no, like this isn't a game. You are leaving.
Yeah, we're in your domain with having to have consequences. For actions.
Oh, great. I'm glad that's my domain. My domain is...
I just meant because we were talking about you being a middle school teacher.
Oh, right. Yeah, exactly. I'm going teacher mode. I'm like, all right, look, I wanted to do this nice. You're playing around with it, so we're just going to go right to this is what you're doing, or problems happen. Anyway, what does the poltergeist respond with?
Such certainty, such confidence.
Yeah.
I shall reward your conviction with the chance to make your dream a reality.
My dream is for you to leave, and if you can make that a reality, it'd be great, actually.
I will ask you riddles 3, and you will
You had to say it that way, too.
I did. Because I'm also poltergeist.
Yeah, you really are.
If you win, I shall leave. If I win, then I win! And I will laugh at you.
Stakes don't seem terribly high here. All right, let's go for it. Affirmative.
Delightful, splendid, extraordinary. Let's play.
I think the poltergeist might have originally been a thesaurus app. Something went terribly awry. All right, first riddle. What the heck?
A red drum which sounds without being touched and grows silent when it is touched. What am I?
Which sounds without being touched. My first theory was eardrum.
That's pretty good. That's close.
Because, yeah, I feel like if I touch my eardrum, it's going to get pretty silent.
That's true.
Bro, man, this is... Guys, chat, help! Like,
Is it your heart? Because it's red.
grow silent when it is. Yeah, I mean that's another thing that if you touched it, it's probably not in a great state. I'll go with heart. I like that. The ransom font is messing with me a bit.
I know, that's great.
Heart. This is my answer. Wait, you're the polter. Why am I answering? You're the one trying. Anyway, this is my answer.
Maybe I'm.
You say heart?
Very well then. You guess heart. You guess right. Another riddle for you. See,
Mad props to Sophia on that one. That was fantastic. That was.
Very good. Well done.
Thank you.
I wouldn't have got there. Yeah. Wow.
Honestly, eardrum was pretty good.
Thank you.
That was really good. 'Twas foremost in heaven, 'twas first off in hell. An echo caught faintly the sound as it fell. At the end of the earth 'twas permitted to rest, and in the last of all depth was its presence confessed.
Okay, I'm gonna need to parse this. 'Twas foremost in heaven, 'twas first off of hell. That'd be lose. No. First off, I can't remember. An echo caught faintly the sound as it fell. Star?
The sun.
At the end of the earth 'twas permitted to rest. The sun? Going down? Like resting at the end of the horizon? And in the last of all depths was its presence confessed. This one is hard. Also, we gotta pay attention to the capital H's. Like, that can't not be something. There's one in each line. Yeah, there's one in each line. Capitalize heaven, capitalize hell. Capital H.
Heaven, hell, echo, earth, depth. Oh, H. Right.
End of the earth.
Like the foremost in heaven is H. 'Twas first off in hell, H. I don't fully get an echo part yet. But
no, that's the one I'm missing as well.
At the end of the earth is also an H.
An
and then
echo?
the last of all depth, H is the last.
An echo caught faintly the sound as it fell. So it's something.
Because you go like this when you echo.
Right. But this is something that was foremost in heaven. So it was the most important thing in heaven. And it was the first off in hell?
I think Sophia is suggesting a slightly more literal interpretation.
Please do that, because I'm bad at literal sometimes.
H, like literally the letter H.
Oh! You just want me to write the letter H?
Yeah, it's
Right.
right.
All right. You say H? Are we sure?
Good job! Sophia on fire with the riddles.
Oh my god, you're so much better at this than I am. Okay. Wow, it was just H.
You guess H, you guess right. Another riddle for you.
This is the last one.
All right, and then we're going over on time, but I have no qualms against that right now. This is great.
Same. Often held but never touched, always wet but never rusts, often bites but seldom bit. To use me well, you must have wit.
Tongue.
Ooh.
You hold your tongue. You don't. Yeah. It's always wet, never. Yeah, it's tongue.
Nice. That was good.
Now the thing is, I have to correctly spell tongue. It's G-U-E, right? Mm-hmm. All right, cool. That's my answer. Very well done.
You guess right. Flutters about in shock.
I have won! You will leave now! Oh, whoops! I don't know why I did that. Hey, actually, that was that. Okay, you know what? That's like a nice little cliffhanger to leave it. If you wanted to know more about what happens, you'll need to get your own copy of Open Sorcery.
Boom! With the free creds that we're gonna roll because we didn't roll a second time.
Yep, and why don't you do that? companion set up real quick.
Sounds like a good idea. All right, let's see. Y'all, hurry. Go chat. Chat with me.
Ooh.
Wait, let's see. People, red drum, what was that? Question mark? Tongue. Chat with me.
Are you ready? I'm gonna
Okay.
just give him a
No,
small time.
actually,
Small
can
little
you-
time.
Can you do it?
Yeah, I can do it. Here we go.
Thanks.
It's over.
It didn't populate
We're gonna
on my
roll.
end.
Plan is to run. One again. Plan is to run. I do know your Kongregate username. You are totally fine. So that's 100 credits to Plan is to run, and I, if I may be so bold, would recommend 40 of those creds going towards open sorcery. But you know, that's just me. So who's that companion, real quick? Abigail, if you're not aware of, Kongregate as a site has this cool little metagame wherein you play games such as Open Sorcery. Some of these games will be badged. And if during the week you do one of the badges of the day, which are randomly selected, you will get the companion of that week. Now, this year is the first year in, I think, about 2 or 3 years that we've done new companions. They've been on a re-release schedule, and so now we're doing a situation where it's every other week we're doing a new one. And before we do before we show our companion, we always give our community an outline and ask them to draw what they think the companion is this week.
Mm-hmm.
And so let's go with and you know what, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. When I was looking at this outline, I'm like, that's fine. I don't need to rotate or hide it. I think that's vague enough. I was wrong. Y'all immediately just jumped right on with the s'mores thing. Like, just, there was no messing with you guys. I do like that this one did take the time to put a little flag in.
S'mores.
So I just feel like this is the way with Who's That Companion every time, is once we get the correct answer out of the way, that opens up everyone to be a little more clever with things. We have, from Caleron, we have Flappy, the flying squirrel, coming to hug your face.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, there's some alien vibes there, and I like it.
Yeah! I've actually been recently playing an old Alien vs. Predator PC game, and so I did not need that imagery relationship, but it
Alien.
totally looks like a facehugger.
Alien versus Predators 2.
That is the one I'm replaying. I haven't played that
I
in so
love being the alien in that one. It's so good.
Everything about that game is so good. As I'm going through the campaign right now, it's so well, like, how they integrate the story and all that. Focusing. Not my specialty. This is actually from our very own Taryn, I believe.
Oh.
Who just couldn't resist. Just our little ditto. Little Metamon.
I didn't realize she was the one that made that. That's funny.
Yeah, she just recently joined the server and made that. And here we go, we got Amanda. So, I'm gonna have to say this right. Lo chocolat. I don't know a lot of Star Trek. This is obviously, the Smorg will assimilate you. I know this is a Borg reference, I just don't know anything about the Borg to remotely say that correctly. However, I do know how to say the next one correctly. So who this?
Slim Tim!
Yeah. Or Slime Time if you're reading, but remember the E's are silent.
Mm-hmm.
And then, oh, right. Sophia, I see you, you contributed some stuff this week.
Yeah. I had
good.
time. It was like at 11 p.m. on Sunday night.
Oh, you don't
also.
say! You don't
I was
say
just
that, you don't say that this was maybe made late at night when you weren't being the most reason. What is this?
It's Burple, the purple bat, the purple burping bat, Burple bat.
Obviously, yeah.
Got it. All right. Next question.
Just in time for Halloween in 2 months.
What have you done here? I know what it is. Why have you done this?
Sandwich.
Do you remember what you named him?
I don't.
Sammy Sando.
Oh yeah, Sammy Sando. Because I thought that it rhymed with like Marlon Brando, so I was gonna say something
Oh!
there, but it didn't really make sense, so I just went with Sammy Sando.
It's clever once it's explained.
Yeah.
Anyway, last one. Actually, I gotta give you some credit. This is a very clever use of the shade.
Oh, and it's so relevant.
Yeah?
With the Turtles movie just having come out.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that, yeah.
And we also have a TMNT game.
I also don't know what you did with the language here. Apparently, this is Leonardo, Tootant, Mean Edge, Needle Teetles.
Tootant, Mean Edge, Needle Teetles.
Tootant, Mean Edge, Needle Teetles, Cowabunga.
No, Cowabunga. Cowabunga. Kitty. Yeah.
I need to go. I'm on the wrong screen apparently. Kitty cat. Yep, and then that would be it for this week. Caloran just shared that back in the day when we were doing on the Kongregate forums a very similar competition. They had a similar addition, a little similar contribution. So
also Leonardo.
Great minds think alike. I don't know why that.
And
I don't know how that applies here. Yeah, I don't know how that applies here, but good to know that it still does. But that's it for this week. That was the Who's That Companion.
Yes. Remember, if you want to go join in on Who's That Companion or in the Death by Chocolatier events, you can go join the Discord, which is down in our description. Also, because we were talking about having new companions, I put the link to our player newsletter in the YouTube chat, so that if y'all want to receive emails from me, our new games that are have new achievements added to them, like other events that we have going on, reminders about the live stream, and you get to know like what the live stream is. And what else? And knowing what the new badges are. Well,
that's is that something that's new in the newsletter?
Yeah. So we had a couple people asking, like, hey, like, I didn't know that there were, like, new companion badges to earn. So I'm going to start being like, hey, this is next week's badge. I won't spoil what the companions are.
Yes.
I'll just be like, here's the outline. So, you might be able to see the outline a little bit ahead of time if you join the newsletter.
But to all your badge hunters out there, if you follow the newsletter, that means you will get a preview, if I'm understanding correctly, a preview of one badge for next week?
Yeah, I think I say like what the current badge is and then what the next badge is. But if the next badge is a new one that we have a guess on, I'll just put the outline so that I'm not spoiling it.
Got it. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, if you are a dedicated badge hunter and you want to get a lead on which badge of the day quests, which badges that you'll need to do to get that week's companion, check out the newsletter.
Yeah. And also Francisco does the badge of the day video, so he'll pick out what the game words. He'll pick the game with the badge of the day that he wants to try to win and then show you how to do it.
Yes! Francisco is, if you're a regular, you'll know Francisco. He co-hosts when I'm not here. And whereas I just go in without any knowledge or experience or any idea what I'm doing, just kind of fake it till I make it. Francisco actually preps and is really smart and watches videos because he'll actually show you how to get the badges. So, great content.
Francisco is God Gamer. Like, honestly, whenever I'm trying to, like, get onto the leaderboards, he's always ahead of me.
And remember, if you submit a level to Death by Design, you can force Francisco to play your level.
Yes. In other news, the newest games on Kongregate are Open Sorcery that we played today, Underboard Omen, and Traffic Tour. Underboard Omen is like a magical monster board game thing. And Traffic Tour. Oh, there you go.
I didn't realize we can just do this.
That sounds fantastic. I wanna
Yeah,
play
it
that.
looks really cool. I've just seen the images of it. I haven't played it yet, but it's definitely on my to-play list.
As it says there, a roguelike auto battler. Yeah.
Those are two. Those are definitely two like genres I'm a huge fan of. But like, I mean, who's not a fan of roguelite at this point? But
Yeah.
auto battlers.
True. And we also have Traffic Tour, which is new, which is a racing game with like cool cars that you can get, and then you race around. You can collect these like card things, and yeah, I'm bad at explaining.
Nailed it. No, you're fine.
You
You're
can
fine.
collect cards, get money, get new cars, upgrade your
Big-
cars.
Huge
that
fan
kind of
that you
stuff.
are our brand marketing master. Like that's real positive sign for the messaging we're pulling out. I don't know, come to Kongregate. We got games and stuff, I guess.
Yeah, I mean seriously, what simplified, brand simplified. Come to Kongregate. We got games. We got companions. Nobody else has that.
No one else
That's
has
all I'm
that.
saying. Nobody else has companions. Our companions
yeah.
are great. Our companions are the best companions.
We can legally say that. Like, there's no one to challenge us on that.
It's true. All right, so.
Only 15 minutes over on the stream time, by the way.
Oh, wow. There we go. Thank you, everybody, for joining us this week. And thank you so much, Abigail, for coming.
Oh, yeah.
I really have enjoyed this game, and it's been really fun seeing really what Twine can do. I ended up sharing your game with one of my professors from college, and he put it on their syllabus because I took it was like a non-linear writing class, and we used Twine, and so I was like
That's
really
such a good
excited.
choice. That makes
Yeah.
a lot of sense. Good call there.
So you can now say, Abigail, that you are part of a syllabus somewhere.
Yeah.
I've actually been part of a syllabus for a while.
Really?
University who's contacting me about making another one of my games, 16 Ways to Kill a Vampire at McDonald's.
Oh yes, I remember that one.
I'm not allowed to put that on Kongregate because we don't want to get sued by charging
Right.
money.
Valid.
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate
But,
that.
I don't believe it's a non-linear. I think it's just a creative writing program. But Twine is such a good tool for non-linear storytelling. Good call
Yeah.
in that course.
Yeah, it was a really fun class that I took. So I was really excited to share Open Sorcery with
I'm so
them.
glad. I hope it
Yeah.
helps.
Yes, me too.
And thank you so much for having me. You guys are super fun.
Oh,
Aw.
thank you.
Thank you for being a part of this. This has been wonderful.
Yes. Anyway, I know I already said goodbye, but join us next for incremental cubes, and the dev should be on in the chat for that one as well if you'd like to join.
That's another really good game on the site right now, by
Yes.
the way, if you guys haven't
My-
played that yet.
My favorite role-playing game where I get to role-play as a cube.
Yeah. And you know what? It's actually the second time I've done that. But anyway, that's a story for another day.
All right. Thank you, everyone.